G and Dom Show.
That was good. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to episode 7. Your boy G and...
Yo, I'm Dom. What's up?
And as you can see, the end of an era came today.
Dude, it was a heartfelt vibe. Holy cow.
I cried.
You got it?
Yeah, tear.
I mean, listen.
No.
Here's the deal. The dude brought home a title. I mean, that championship doesn't happen if he's not on the team.
No.
And he brought respect to Philadelphia.
Respect.
In the mainstream sports media, which is like impossible to do. Beloved guy, but he's gonna be all right. He's gonna be just fine.
He'll be fine.
So
he'll be fine. But we just want to honor him because he's one of the greatest centers in Philadelphia to ever do it. You know. So, but Justin Kelsey, if you're watching this, you really want to be here, we invite you to.
So I heard a rumor. Are you going to retire his jersey here?
We are going to retire his jersey here at Antojos. So from starting tomorrow, when you come into Antojos, you will see his jersey here.
So here's my question. So if he came in here and signed that for you, how would that make you feel?
Oh, if you do that, I swear to God.
What do you get? Free churros for life?
You get free churros and ice cream for life. Okay.
Did you hear that?
Right.
I know. Is that legal? Can you do that?
Yes, it's legal. Oh, we got people.
We got people.
Estamos cerrados. Yeah, sorry.
No. Hey, how you doing? Good?
Está bien. Gracias.
Well, that's
fans, you know. Try to knock the doors down.
Hey, you know what? If you want, I wanted to give a quick shout out though while we're talking. Quick shout out. Thank you to our 13 subscribers on YouTube.
Thank you.
You know what though? Seriously though, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Even though like some people, but I mean like
started with 0.
The fact that somebody out there's a couple people there take their time. We post the videos and they watch them and they give us feedback and stuff. So you know if you're doing that for us, thank you. It means a lot.
Shout out to you.
Appreciate it.
But yes, Kelsey, your jersey will be here on Antojos in North Cape May, retired over there. Okay, and thank you for being.
So one more time though, let's look dead into the camera. I want to hear this. This is it, Mr. Kelsey.
You sure? You positive about this?
You come sign this thing.
You come.
That guy looks like he could eat a lot of ice cream and churros.
You can have the whole tub.
You hear this?
Your kids come free ice cream. Your wife free ice cream.
Jason Kelsey, come down to Antojos.
Right here, buddy.
And cheers to you, sir. And thank you very much.
Thank you.
Jay,
what's up?
What do you got?
A present from Chris. Because we featured too much, supposedly. Let's do this.
On the podcast, this is 7-1 on this podcast. Gonna have some fun on this podcast. We got good friends. We got Dave B on the end. Chris Curvran.
He did say that was his own kids.
The G and Dom Show.
That was good.
Yo, here we are, episode 7. G, what's up?
What's up, Dom?
So this is pretty cool. And with Jason Kelsey retiring today, we had to invite some people to come give us moral support. G I was really worried about you. I sent you a text, and I said, "Man, are you good? Are you good, dog?"
I cry a lot.
So we brought our good friends here. So right here is Chris Curvran. Hey, how you doing, man?
What's up, guys? How are you?
My best friend Dave Biondi over here.
How we doing?
You know how we do.
So you went best friend, huh? You had to up it.
That's my
you
best friend.
You up best friend.
He was the best man at my wedding. So I mean,
were you at his wedding?
I was drunk at his wedding.
Yeah.
He was drunk at my wedding.
I tell you what. So 23 years. We talked about it today. We've been friends 23 years.
I don't think.
And we were
at least 20.
Roommates at some point.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
We weren't roommates. We worked together.
Yeah, it's tough to say because we were friends. Like we knew of each other before we became good friends. Because when we were cooking in Cape May in our teen years, we worked at different restaurants that had the same owner.
Yeah.
So we knew of each other, but we didn't really become friends until.
Jeez, it's tough, but we've been friends for
12
like 10,
years.
15 years.
Yeah. You don't got to put a number on it.
You said 23, right?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Dave. Yeah. Separate game.
Yeah, I know. And we introduced each other to our
yeah,
wives.
that's the
That's
Have you jumped off the ferry together though?
No,
See,
because we're not insane.
Well, see, I'm gonna one up your story right now. He was there at my proposal to my wife, and he did the handoff.
I was like,
and on top of that, it's
we'll
coming
put
up.
that video. Can we
Yeah,
put that video on?
yeah, we're gonna put.
You haven't sent it to me.
Yeah, I'll send that.
Hold on,
video.
let me throw the video up there.
So, coming up this April is 10 years ago that he drugged me out to start running.
Okay.
So he started. He has all kinds of bonehead ideas. No offense to your podcast, but he.
That's the best. That's life. That's what
yeah.
makes life.
The one day
you found the right guy for bonehead.
Yeah. So one day he's like, Dave, we're gonna start a running club. You have to start running, and I was like, what? Like, and at this point in my life, I was more content with like McDonald's and like Xbox Live and not leaving the house.
I would ask him. I was like, "What are you doing this weekend?" He's like, "Playing video games all day."
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, it used to be a good weekend for me if I would park my truck on Friday and not start it again until Monday morning.
Wow.
And
That's not bad
he's
life,
like,
right?
dude, there's nobody coming to the running club. You got to come run. I was like, and like I was sort of smoking cigarettes at that time, and then yeah, he just ruined everything. But so I went running with him. Long story short, it stuck. I don't know why, but
Still running.
yeah, still running. And then that led me to eventually, when I went on Match, my now wife had pictures of her riding bikes and doing all kinds of athletic things. So then my pictures of me riding bikes and running and doing athletic things synced up, and then
We've been married.
yeah, and now we're married.
All on a.
So what
hey,
you got
he's
now?
come to the running
What you
club.
got
Yeah.
now?
Oh, yeah.
Well, first off, I halfway through your story, I considered running, and then by the end of your story, I said, no, I'm never going to go running. So, no. But, no, I think that's a great story.
If this podcast makes it to episode 50, they're coming running.
Yeah. Well, all right. Okay, challenge accepted.
Yeah, 5K for 50.
Yeah, well, that's cool. I'll do that.
No, well,
I'm down for that.
he did bring up the idea that
I said we should do a 5K for charity and I'll mic up. Except you might want to turn mine down so you don't hear all the heavy breath. They're like, yo, is that Darth Vader? I'm like, no, give me a cheese. Like,
We're dead by
I need a
mile one.
cheeseburger.
The camera comes back on and we're at the hospital. You're like, shit.
Well, hey, you know what? It'd be North Cape Maze Anatomy. So Chris and I, we worked together night crew at a retail location for a whole summer, and then he was like, dude, I need a roommate. And then we were buds at work and stuff. So our house became the party house.
Oh,
yeah. Like there's quite the stories from there. Yeah. But I will say that Chris did save my life one time, inadvertently.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't choking or nothing like that. I grew up down here, right? So down here, you're in the Cape May bubble. So like my parents, they lock their doors now, but they never locked their doors when we were growing up. There was 5 kids, 20 dogs running in and out.
Wow.
So he's like, always lock the door up here. We lived outside of Atlantic City.
Okay.
And I'm like,
We're fine.
fine. So he leaves for work. I'm sleeping on the couch, and I hear, boom, boom, and the door's like rocking.
Yeah.
I walk on, I'm like, Chris, you forget your keys? So I gotta open the door, and it's still shaking. I'm like, I better look for the peephole.
Yeah.
So I look at the peephole, and there's 3 dudes with their hoods up, and they're just kicking the door as hard as they can.
Yeah.
They got like shit on them, and I'm like, thank God he locked the door. I'm like, yo, I called the cops, and they're like, and they took off. But I'm thinking, dude, if he didn't lock that door, they would have came in. They would have either beat the shit out of me, or I could have played some guitar for them, and we could have been friends.
Best friends.
I'm not sure how it would have went.
They could have been in the podcast.
I mean, maybe you cost me my 3 best friends. I don't know. It was like that. No,
That's scary.
I imagine worst case scenario with that, but that was lucky.
Yeah, no, it's definitely. So I learned a valuable lesson about locking doors. So
Yeah.
Always like it.
the more you know, I feel like an 80s G.I. Joe commercial. The more you know.
Well, it's
Thanks,
funny,
Snake Eyes.
It's funny you mentioned that. Zartan taught me that if you're going to burn down a building, that you have to start at the bottom. Flame will rise. And now I saw that on a PSA, and it still sticks in my brain. Yeah, it says destroy the foundation, and the best will come running.
No wonder-
the rest will come rumbling down. And I was like, wow, Zartan, that's pretty awesome.
Note to self: do not upset Dave.
Yeah,
He knows how to burn my house.
yeah.
I used to love Zartan though with the camouflage. It was.
Yeah, I had one that you took his face, you put it in the sun, and then the camouflage come on, be outside with it, and be like, yes!
So, Chris, how was Dom as a roommate?
Dude, I can imagine. You're making faces, so...
As soon as the laugh
I kept it interesting.
The laugh says it all.
he would work night crew
Uh-huh.
at a said location, and I would work the day shift somewhere at a restaurant somewhere. And when he would come home at 6, 7 in the morning, the guitar, same guitar he probably has, he'd come in my room, sit at the edge of my bed, and start
just
singing.
sing
songs.
to you.
Singing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
you're
yeah.
like, get out of my room, I'm trying to sleep.
No, it was like the episode of Friends where the guy's singing across
Yeah.
across the alleyway,
Uh-huh.
and they start singing
Yeah.
together. I just pop up. I'm like, I'm not tired. It's like,
It's 7 in the morning, bro.
No, our,
Yeah.
our other buddy Jay used to throw shoes at me because I would
Yeah.
do it to him. You shut up! And the shoe.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Dude, that's too funny.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
So how long did you guys live together? Did you guys live for a while? Or?
Like a year and a half,
Year
right?
and a half,
Yeah.
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 So-
year and a half.
Which one of you was the dishes soaker, and which was the one who would wash it right away?
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think.
Savages.
I think we are paper plate
Oh,
guys.
savages.
There was a lot of paper
Yeah.
plates,
You're like Chris. I got the paper plates tonight, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
but no, we had a lot of great friends. And we would always have parties there.
There's only
Yeah.
people.
And we'd play games of asshole. Did you guys play asshole a lot? Like
The card
it's the
game,
card
right?
game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and we would just play that all the time.
Copious amounts of Bud Ice and
Yeah.
Milwaukee's Best.
And an Arbor Mist.
Oh,
Arbor Mist. When the girls would come over, they'd
Yeah.
all bring Arbor Mist over.
You look so fancy with all
Oh yeah, I was like, I don't mind my house that's trash. Look at my look at my hot plate.
Like, why, yes, this is strawberry kiwi.
That's good. So.
I'm not too proud to say I drank Arbor Mist, man. Back when I was in my early 20s, like,
It was cheap.
if you were
It was
bored,
cheap.
you just everybody go get one big bottle of
yeah, it
Arbor
was
Mist,
cheap.
and you
It's
You
still
know.
cheap. It's like less than $10 for a bottle now, right? Is that?
I haven't seen it
I'm
in
an
a long
adult,
time.
so I don't drink Arbor Mist.
You don't even drink.
I know, but yeah, if I wouldn't drink Arbor Mist, you're over here with your, probably Mike's Twisted Teas or whatever.
I
and-
do enjoy Mike Carter.
Oh.
What is that? So what is your favorite? What's your favorite drink?
Well, is this
beer?
is this gonna be part of our thing later?
No.
Oh.
No.
Oh, is that the question?
No.
No,
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's tequila, and
Yeah, I love
he
tequila.
drinks Modelo.
Modelo, yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Damn, I didn't know you had a professional answer.
Dude, I'm telling you, man.
We know each other.
See,
We're in for it.
Listen, I need to tell you guys something. If you do anything with your lives, you need to befriend a Mexican and have them invite you to a full-fledged Mexican party,
Okay.
and make sure you show up hungry. And
We're
then eat
gonna
your
have one.
and
My
then
birthday's coming up in
yeah,
September.
and then you sit there and
I befriended
everybody
a Mexican.
yeah check it off list, full on Mexican party, check. I'm telling you, man, there's more food that you can eat. Everybody brings all kinds of stuff. If you drink, there's more booze than you can
You
drink.
might not leave if you.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Dave doesn't drink, so he leaves at like 7, so he's good. He
Yeah,
just-
it's my
smart move.
it's my
Yeah.
Is that when
bedtime.
a mariachi band comes?
Yeah. We're having a
Okay.
mariachi.
Okay.
It's my 40th birthday in September, so
Alright.
we're going big.
You're
You
going
better be
big.
ready.
Yeah.
You better be ready.
If you go mariachi band, that's big. That's
We're
bigger
going-
than
yeah.
big.
We're
Yeah.
going big. We're
Oh,
going
man.
big. Yeah. But yeah, man. How was your weekend? Did you guys do anything?
Dude, my weekend was like insane. I had like a really fun weekend. And so I did a couple things. So what's coming out?
Oh.
That's how you know you're getting
Came
old.
out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Anyway, so my weekend was pretty cool. I did a lot of different stuff. So there was a beef and beer at Carney's, and they needed some music entertainment. And they were like, "Do you guys want to play you and your brother-in-law? Because we
Yeah.
do that like comedy band stuff." And I'm like, "I don't think we're good for a
Not a
beef
thing,
and
yeah.
beer. Like we're like goofy."
Yeah.
And so I'm like, "How about I DJ?" And it was a blast. I've never really DJ'd for that many people before. And it was just like so much fun. And I'm not like, I'm playlisted,
Yeah.
right? I'm
You're
Mr.
not-
Alexa. Like, I'm just hitting my playlist.
Alexa, play the
But
playlist.
it's still fun when people are like out on the dance floor and they're doing this. And then you're like, all right, I got you. Boom. And then they just start rocking.
Yeah,
And
you're
yeah. It's just fun. I'm like, dude, this must be, it's so fun. You're everyone's best friend.
Yeah.
Right.
You know?
What was the age group for the beef and beer?
It was not kids, because that's what I was originally
So
thinking.
did
I'm
you like slide into like the electric slide? And everybody's
There
like,
was- there was
we're gonna
requests.
line up. And
It captures, man. It's like a net. It brings everybody on. No, but the best part about it for me was when people started requesting stuff, because then they're excited. They're like, it's my jam. So I just like to have a good time. So I was a facilitator of a good time. So it was
There you
fun.
go.
So I'm down
Nice.
for it. So if you ever need a DJ
DJ
that
Dom.
might or may not do a good job,
What's your DJ name?
DJ Tommy B.
Dom?
I don't know. I got to think about
Yeah,
it. I was
come up
thinking
with
D Busy. It's like,
Okay, so we're gonna think about that.
I do own the rights to DJ Wildwood, by the way.
DJ Wildwood. What?
Yeah, that's not a bad one. It's
So you're
a.
not from Wildwood though.
I was when I got it.
Yeah.
It was my Comcast email account. They're like, you got to make something because my name's Dominic John.
Yeah, yeah.
Kind of like Dominic John Wildwood.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh
I
man.
like that.
So wait, your initials are DJB?
Yeah,
So are mine.
I know. Look at that.
Yeah.
We might become best
Yeah.
friends now.
I don't need you anymore.
I'm not going running.
So-
You don't have a
Me,
Mexican
me,
anymore.
yeah, now, me and Dizzy B over here, we're going.
Come to this island party.
But he's lost his Mexican, so he can't come to parties.
Yeah, you want to see a gorge? I'll invite you to an Italian Thanksgiving. That
Ooh,
thing's
yeah.
bizarre.
What do you like better, Mexican or Italian?
Well, see, is your family like legit Italian or like
Well,
Olive Garden Italian?
So no. Whoa.
This is the last time we saw Dave.
I would say somewhere in between, because my dad's not like a seven fishes guy.
Okay.
Like, you know, because everyone's like, you do the seven fishes, and he hates fish, so we
Yeah.
never did that. So he just finds, like,
There's
the
not
seven
even one
fishes in
fish.
our house was Gorton's fish sticks, a crab cake, you know what I mean?
Oh.
It's a carb. But other than that, no, other than heavy Italian cuisine. No, they're not like
Lots of
kissers.
chicken
They're not like,
lots of
they're not
chicken
like-
cutlets?
Yeah, they're not, cutlets. But they're not like the type of, oh, Chris, how you doing? Like, don't give me a hug. No. That they're real loud,
Yeah.
you know.
So we're coming.
Boisterous.
We're coming
But they
to
love to
Thanksgiving.
eat. They
Yeah.
just feed and feed and
Yeah.
feed.
Yeah.
But anyway, I was. By the way, I did something else this week, just in case you were wondering. And I'm not going to burp this time. So, do you guys know the band Sublime?
Yeah.
Right? And there's a Sublime with Rome, and then there's the band the Dirty Heads. So there's a guy Duddy B from the Dirty Heads, and then Rome from Sublime. Apparently, they're best friends. By the way.
It's the
And
best friend show.
what they decided to do was, in between their sets, they travel the country and they've been playing these small acoustic sets. There was like 800 people there, and they just sat there on their on chairs like this with their guitars, and they just talked like we're doing right now. And they played like What I Got, they played Lay Me Down, they
Yeah,
played
yeah.
Small
Like the
Revenge.
hits.
Yeah, and then they have some songs they made together. It was at the City Winery in Philadelphia. You've ever been there? So this place is it's right off Chinatown, and it's like the fashion districts, and there's this big building. It's called the City Winery, and you walk in. It's got wine barrels and stuff, and you're like, where's the concert at?
Yeah.
They walk you down to the cellar, and you feel like you're going into a wine cellar, and it
Yeah.
opens up, and it's a restaurant
Huge.
for like 800 to 1,000 people.
right.
I guess I don't know.
Wow, like something out of a movie.
Yeah, and the stage is real nice. Anyway, so I'm gonna throw a video of it. So.
Down to the next town, and if we all got this safely, baby, you can lay me down, lay me down, lay me down, oh, lay me down. Well, it's the story of the two, always on the move, nothing but the blues, but the guns and the moves. Now they're crossing borders, and the posse's on the jet. They rather got it better than be stuck on the hotel. So they drink a bottle of whiskey and they party every night. Like it can be the last, but then they set the shit aside. So the tricks in the summer of the game.
Guys, and yeah, it's pretty cool. So this is them playing "Lay Me Down." So it was really awesome. But the other thing, if you really look closely, or you look at a picture of Rome from Rome with Sublime, it looks just like G. It looks just like him.
Except with no red hair.
What's that?
No
Yeah.
red hair.
Did you say? But did you agree or did? Yeah, check them out.
Come away for a year and a day to a place where the sand is the sea. For your world, they fade when you sleep under the shade.
Rome
It
Ramirez.
looks like Bert.
He does look like.
No, he looked like Bert. He just reminds
Oh, but
me of
this
G
picture,
though,
like, right there.
with the way he talks and everything.
Maybe a little
I mean,
bit.
yeah, I mean, like, you gotta screenshot that pic and I'll throw it up, dude. That looks like you, a little bit. Throw some sunglasses on.
So are you saying he's fat? Is that what's going on here?
No, no, they're filled with love
Yeah.
and churros.
Love insurance.
But you, look,
That's the name of the sex
I'm
tape,
not,
Love and Churros.
I'm not hating on Rome, but I feel like we went through the same stuff, man. Because you were skinny once, and then you're a big guy.
Yeah,
You know, you're fluffy. We call each other fluffy.
That's it, yeah,
We
yeah.
don't call each other fats. That's racist.
anyway, that was a blast. So if you ever get a chance to see something in City Winery, that's a cool spot.
That's
First
cool.
time I've ever been there.
Yeah.
I went to see Nas back in the day, like in the hood.
Oh, awesome.
Nas and Questlove.
Did they were teaching you how to speak the English
Yeah.
language?
No, not at that time. I knew English.
Oh,
at that
okay.
time. I think I was like in 10th grade or something. It was me and my friends and my brother went, and we just got tickets for like $20. And we're like Nas, and we were like literally walking in the hood in Philly, And, you know, and like it was crazy. It was a cool show.
Did anything goofy happen, or like no, like anybody pull up and like say like, "Hey man, what are you doing here?"
Like, what's the password?
Yeah. Are you here? I'm here to see Nas. All right, carry on. One time I ended up in Chinatown on a random night doing karaoke in a warehouse with I think was the Yokuza.
Booking karaoke.
That's a sentence I never thought I'd hear before.
Yeah.
Like doing karaoke.
No, we were at a Phillies game,
Uh-huh.
and we were there with my buddy's boss. You know, Kevin.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
so our one
Yeah.
buddy Kevin, if you start a night with him, you never know how it's going to end.
Oh,
and
snap.
his boss is there from his job, and we
Uh-huh.
start talking about karaoke, and I'm like, I love karaoke. He's like, oh, do you? I got the place. So we leave the Phillies game. We go drink ourselves stupid, and we're in this warehouse. And there's like all these like guys that look like they're gang members, and we're singing Weezer together. I was like, and my wife's like, "Where are you at?" I was like, "I might get stabbed, or I might get a Grammy." Click.
I might end up on the next.
Yeah, it was great night, by the way. So off topic. But
Oh,
Phillies
yeah.
games are great. How about you
Yeah.
guys? What you guys do for the weekend?
No, please go first.
Nothing. It rained all weekend. I sat home, played video games.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. I didn't do much.
We just had a
A
notification.
notification.
Oh no.
Oh,
I was just saying, hi.
Hey, your kid saying,
I
"Hey,
was like,
what's up,
wait, you guys
man?"
missed. You missed
Yeah.
missed the
We-
signal.
We played video games.
There you go.
What video games you play?
Oh, we got Madden.
Madden?
Madden, basketball, sports games.
sports
Madden,
games.
Not me.
And a racing game.
Do you whoop
Yeah.
his ass?
Huh?
Do you whoop his ass?
Oh no, we haven't played together yet.
Oh, no.
He's warming up. He's got to get to know the track. And
Is
that.
your other son more
Damn.
into it?
My other son is more of a
Gamer.
He's
a
talking a
gamer.
lot of smack on you there,
Are you
homeboy.
kidding me? You couldn't even turn around.
He controls. I
See.
get confused between Xbox and PlayStation.
See.
So I'm
Yeah,
still
you got
learning.
confused between the gas and the brake.
Hold on, time out. I'm going to take a step out. We're going to be Chris's son in here, and we're going to talk. They're going to talk it out who's better at video games. Hold on, we'll be right back.
I think they need to break out the N64 and break out
Oh, yeah.
Mario Kart.
There you go.
That is
Well,
the
we-
end all and be all in
well,
video games.
We play Mario Kart on Switch, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're not good.
Well,
Be
I'm
honest.
better than I was.
Yes, you're getting
Okay,
better,
you're
but
getting better.
It's
Yeah.
not. It wasn't good for him in the beginning. He was always in last place, and we're always lapping him. And my younger son is like the aggressive,
Oh my
competitive.
god. He's like, oh, you're in first place. How do you pay attention to your, because it's like in
Yeah,
four.
cuts.
How do you pay attention to driving and not missing like, you know, like the
Getting
cows
across.
that cross the
Yeah, yeah.
road
yeah, oh yeah, you run
and
in.
seeing what place I'm in?
Oh yeah, my
How
other
do
son
you
is like, he
know
knows
He
what's
knows
going
everything.
on. He's like, the dog's behind me, and I'm doing this, and he's all over the place. Oh yeah, and this one's like, 12th place. I'm doing good.
He's like, my hands
Yeah.
are on the
Yeah.
12 and 5.
But then we hit the Xbox, and it's a whole different. It's like
Yeah,
the major
legit.
leagues. It's
Yeah.
like, it's like
I've never played
So
that.
I set the location and where I need to go, and there's like this big line in the sky, and it says like however far away. I just book it through the fields.
Oh yeah,
I
through
don't-
mountains, through fields,
I
everything.
don't ride in the.
Is that, cheat, is that cheating though? Or no?
No, it's not like there's no like game. You just drive.
There's no
around.
just
winning
drive.
or losing. He
Oh,
just
okay, so
drives.
you just-
yeah.
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 Kind of like the arcade games where you drive it. Like,
Yeah.
Is it GTA?
No.
No, I forget the name of it.
Oh.
It's
are
like.
you allowed to play GTA?
You want to play Grand Theft Auto?
Remember,
I
you're on
could try
camera.
it.
You can try it.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Of course, we have to ask the boss first.
Yeah,
so, you know.
yeah. And she says no.
Yeah, no more.
GTA is dangerous.
Yeah. So, but
All right, swapping out.
so that's basically a rainbow weekend.
Yeah, it was
one
crappy
day,
Saturday.
video games and one day of chores, cleaning the house, getting.
Oh,
ready.
Sunday?
Yeah,
Yesterday
Sunday.
was beautiful.
Yeah.
It felt like summer
Yeah,
outside
it
yesterday.
did,
I went
yeah.
to the zoo. What else? I went to the park and shit like that.
Yeah.
A bunch of crazy stuff.
Bunch of
Zoo's
dad
open?
stuff.
I was. Huh?
The zoo's open.
I don't think the zoo ever closes.
It
It doesn't close. Yeah,
Huh.
it's always open.
Is that what your dad tells you? Does your dad tell you like, hey, the
Write
zoo's
this
closed,
down.
we can't go?
Yeah.
What you talking about? The Phillies or the Eagles must have been on that day.
How about you, Dave? You do anything good this weekend?
Actually, yeah, it wasn't bad. So, I gotta remember what days are what. So, Saturday it was raining, so my wife and I went to the gym to Planet Fitness. I'm slowly trying to get back into running. I took a little hiatus. I had like the Cape May crud for a good 2 weeks where I had a fever and I was like really, really sicker than I'd been in a long time. So now I'm basically starting from scratch again. So I went, we walked at the gym, and then we usually go run our food shopping errands on a Saturday and spend Sunday just doing nothing. But since it was pouring, she's like, screw this, let's go home. So we went home and just putzed around for the day. And then Sunday, I go rucking with our buddy Phil. And rucking is basically.
I was gonna say, what's rucking?
I'm glad you asked.
What
Because he's bringing us
per se?
So this is where we're going to cue in a video of Wikipedia saying, "What is rucking?"
Do we need rights for it? Hold on.
So basically,
I need to know what it is before I sign on to this.
Yeah. So rucking is backpacking with weight.
Okay.
So I have a backpack that has like the chest strap and the thing, and I have a
Okay.
20-pound plate that I bought online. And you just basically walk around with it, and it strengthens your leg muscles and your core and your back, which will in turn help you become a better runner. And our buddy Phil and I go and just basically have conversations like you guys do without the podcast. And then
yeah, without filming it.
without filming, so we went to Garrett's Preserve, which is in West Cape May,
That's a cool spot.
before the Masonic Lodge. It's really neat back there. It was really flooded though. So then after that. My wife and I also, every weekend, we go to Bruni's and get pizza. I don't know if you've been. A friend of ours.
In Rio Grande.
Yeah.
You got it, I'm sorry.
Please, no.
No, the sauce is great on it.
See,
it's a good sauce, and
that's
it's
the
not
thing.
too much cheese. And the sauces, and the cheese are mixed in. They're not like, it's not just straight cheese on
Well,
top.
it's funny, since now I'm VIP, I have a Bruni's
Oh, he's a player. He's a
sponsored
player.
by Bruni's Pizza. So, like I said, a friend of ours is running it now.
Bernardo.
Yeah, and when he was just working there, before he was actually running, I'm like, dude, what's in the sauce? What's in the dough? And he's like, can't tell you, secret recipe. The guy who owns the main franchise up in Hamilton comes down, portions everything out so that the people working, when they make the sauce, they just dump in all this random stuff. So nobody knew what the secret sauce was or the secret dough. Because I was asking him, what do you guys do? How do you get it?
It's super thin too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I feel like, has Portney ever done a Bruni's? Because I feel like he'd like it. Like the Dave Portney
Yeah.
One Bite reviews. 'cause
Barstools.
he loves that thin crisp. I
Yeah,
feel
he
like
does.
he would really like that.
And it's funny too, because the other guy that works there, Luis, 15 years ago,
Not all the workers already.
I used to work with Luis at Lucky Bones.
Hey, what's going on here? Are you on the tape?
I am on the tape.
How much were they paying?
Not enough, but it's in pizza. But yeah, so I remember when I worked at Lucky Bones with Luis, he was a really good pizza maker, and he was
Okay.
one of those guys that never really got dirty. And
Okay.
I looked like a drug deal gone wrong. I'd flour all over me, and but yeah, so they have good people there, and so if given the choice of going to eat pizza, that's where my wife and I always pick to go. And our fallback is Reno's and the Villas. So I don't know where you guys. So this brings in a good segue to where's your favorite pizza?
Well, that's a really great question. I'm so glad you asked. My favorite pizza actually is right here. I love Little Italy.
Really?
Yeah, I grew up eating it my whole life. That's
Yeah.
why my parents live right behind here.
Yeah.
So every Friday we would get pizza from there all year long.
Yeah, their Little Italy pie, the one with all the fancy stuff on it, is
Okay.
really good. I like that one too.
Yeah.
I like the Sicilian, the works. Have you
Yeah.
ever gotten that? If you got a bunch of the four of us, you guys came to my house. I order one of them, and it's this big. It's like a Sicilian pie, and it's just loaded with different meats and veggies and
My
stuff.
brother got, remember for one of the Christmas parties, he got one of the pizzas? But the huge one. Have you ever seen that one?
Yeah, they
Oh
do.
yeah,
yeah,
the
yeah,
real-
what, there?
it's
No,
like
I've
the one
never
on the,
seen
like
it.
the one on the boardwalk. But
Yeah, no, but it's huge.
It's
It's
huge.
like-
It's like
They do
It's
that
a,
here.
Yeah.
it's a
Yeah.
giant. Like
I've
the
been
size
missing
of
out my whole life.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Damn.
they put it in the trunk when they have to deliver it or something like that. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, it's huge. But yeah, what about yours, Chris? What's your favorite pizza?
I'm gonna have to go Little Italy also.
Yeah?
Solid, solid.
They put out a solid product.
Yeah.
You can't complain about anything. All the different ones.
Yeah. They
Veggies,
have good
meats.
food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
That barbecue pizza is good.
Yeah.
A couple
I
last
don't really
summer.
get that ever.
Last summer, I think I was me and J-Lo were working, and this guy that works at Produce Place walked by, and he looks inside. He's like, "Yo, I got 3 slices left in my box. You guys want them?"
Never turned out
Who's-
free
yeah,
pizza.
never
Yeah.
That's true.
But it had a garlic and Parmesan pizza in there. It was so good.
I'll try.
Yeah,
I
it was so good.
I like the white with the broccoli and the ragout. That's pretty good.
what?
That white pizza with broccoli and
Dude,
ricotta
At
cheese.
the end,
He says ragout because he's not Olive Garden Italian.
Yeah.
He's real Italian.
Yeah, I just have to strike
the-
that home.
It's the
Yeah,
guy.
yeah. Like when you're real Italian, you just menace the English
Yeah.
language.
Yeah.
Italian American.
I was
Yeah,
like-
because
I
real
was like-
Italians are beautiful. They speak beautifully.
I was like-
Italian Americans.
In my mind, I was like, I don't think I've learned that English word yet.
Yeah, don't worry, I got you.
Yeah,
And then when you get an Italian hoagie, it's not capicola, it's the gabagool.
Yeah, the gabagool.
You gotta get the
Like they make
gabagool.
up their own words. Like
And
my
the
dad
nuts.
has his own language.
Yeah?
Like you have to decipher it. It's like you talk to him and you're like, what did you say? And like and he changes it. I think it's from like Ellis Island when they cut the O off at the end of the names and stuff. Like so, I don't know if that's what happened. I'm being funny.
No.
But like,
We gotta
but yeah,
bring him in.
like yo, Dad, like COVID
Uh-huh.
was Kovic. With a CK. He's like, I got the Kovic. I'm like, what's a Kovic?
Did you just make up a new?
And then, but the problem is, because I'm becoming like
Yeah.
him, once he hears something, he pronounces it wrong, and it sounds
Stays-
good, that's it, he's done.
That's it.
That's the word. And then he gets other people saying it. Then, the other day, he goes to church, and I see somebody from his church, and I'm like, John, how you doing? I'm like, good. He's like, oh, you hear about Neil? And he's like, no, why? And the guy goes to him, he got the Kovic. And I'm like, what are you doing? I was like, this is worse than the disease.
It sounds more dangerous. I don't want the COVID. I don't want the COVID.
So yeah, but I would tell your friends at Bruni's though, they are my second favorite.
There you go.
Here, my wife, they are my wife's favorite.
Maybe we can get
So,
Bernardo
but I-
to drop
but I'm-
off a pizza next week.
We should get him to be on the show,
Oh, we'll
man.
get you. Bernardo, you should be on the
We should
show,
have a
bro.
pizza off.
You gotta be on the show.
Pizza off.
Oh, dude, that would be amazing. Sign me up for that
You
episode.
know, we
Can
each
you
bring a
guys-
different pizza from a different
Ooh,
place.
and don't tell them where they're from.
Well, you're gonna know the Bruni's pizza.
Yeah,
You have to
we're all gonna
rival.
show up at Bruni's and be like, damn it!
Like,
Oh, well.
It's like, that looks
Everybody's gonna eat their own pie.
Can you guys tell the difference between the Boardwalk Pizza ones, like the Sam's and
Sam's
the
and Max?
Max?
You can.
I think so too.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm more of a Sam's than a Max, but like my Aunt Marianne, who comes in here all the time, she loves Max Pizza over Sam's, and I don't know,
Really?
like I don't know why. It's okay, but to me, it all like Sam's, Max, and then Mac and Manco's, which is now Manco
Right.
in Ocean
Right,
City.
Ocean City.
They all kind of taste the same to me.
It's very similar.
Yeah.
Very similar to me. Yeah, I agree.
They make a big deal about it every spring. That's why
Oh
I was
yeah,
saying.
and
Yeah,
people
when they
go
open
nuts.
up.
I can.
Yeah.
I don't know the difference. Yeah, like I know the difference between pizza and stuff like that. But you know, like, I don't think I've ever had like the best to like compare it to.
So I have a theory.
I have one too, so
Okay.
you do yours.
I'll
do
do a
mine.
quick theory on it. We work down here, so that pizza to us doesn't get associated with the vacation feel. So when you're on vacation, you're in Wildwood, you're on the
You don't have
ride,
it so often.
you had a little Rita's water ice, curly
Yeah.
fry, and you take a nice bite of that bowl of
sequel
pizza.
to your
So it's
pizza.
that nostalgia. For us, it's like a bite of that pizza. Oh shit! I gotta work 50 hours. I can't move in my car anymore.
Yeah.
The seagulls have attacked my child. You know. So I think it's trauma bites.
Yeah,
It's
I feel
trauma
you on
bites.
that. How about you, Dave?
Oh, my theory didn't even go in that direction. My theory is that New Jersey, like North Jersey, South Jersey
Right.
specifically, has the best pizza in the world.
In the world.
Because there's something in our water that makes the pizza crust taste better.
You're not the first time I've ever heard that. This is
Really?
Yeah,
yeah.
I
I've
said
heard
that's,
that before. Yeah.
my wife and I went to a wedding in Ohio and we got Uno's pizza.
Right.
And like everybody's like, "Oh, this is so lovely," and it was just like, yeah, it wasn't even pizza.
It's like-
It was like if somebody, like you can see like the not DiGiorno.
The box pizza you buy.
Yeah, like and then it's
What,
super.
Uno's?
Yeah, it was like
Yeah,
super
yeah,
thin. It was like
yeah.
crackers almost, but like a little doughy, and everybody's enjoying it. My wife and I are like this is not pizza. Like it was disappointing. If my feelings were hurt.
Yeah, no, you're not the first person. In fact, I met this guy, and I won't go into details on how I met him, but there was this deacon. He's called the Dynamic Deacon. He's on TV. And I met him, and I was sitting there, and of all the people, so the deacon's talking to everybody, and my dad's real religious, so I go to this thing with him. So the deacon's like, how you doing, son? How's it going? I hope you good luck and everything. Then he gets to me, he's like, man, I didn't get any tasty cakes when I was up here. I was like, oh, I'm your guy. I was like, I'm your guy. He's like, I didn't get a tasty cake or a devil dog or nothing. I was like, I'll be right back, Deacon. So I hopped in my car and I went and I got a whole bunch of different tasty cakes and I brought them back. And he's like, I don't know what it is about all this stuff. I said, it's the water, like you said.
Yeah.
He's like, it's the water. I was like, preach on.
Yeah,
So-
did you know that tasty cakes are only from Philly?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, only in our tri-state area do they have tasty cakes.
What?
Yeah.
Something new I
We're
learned
honored.
today.
Yeah.
And
Chocolate tasty cakes.
I don't know if
I've
legally
had
I'm
it.
allowed to
Don't
say
get
this
me
or not,
wrong.
but the pies are still the original recipe,
The-
like the tasty cake pies.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like the coconut one?
Yeah.
No.
French apple.
The apple one with all the the glaze on the outside, dude. I could eat those.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
sick,
I
man.
used
Oh.
They're like 500 calories. a
Yeah,
pie.
I know.
I could like go like this, like 2 bananas.
Yeah, I'm
And
like
that's
Homer,
why
I'm like
we are
Homer
the way
Simpson
we
with
are.
that hoagie that he was supposed to throw out.
Oh, that's
It's like,
the-
oh no, I can't get rid of it. I just need one more apple
He's
pie.
sleeping with it.
I used to get the coconut one all the time when I was little at Wawa. Because it would like remember it was
Coconut
like
junior
$1.
or coconut
Yeah.
pie?
The pie.
I don't think.
They have a
You
tasty
had a
cake
coconut
coconut one.
junior?
I don't remember coconut. I know there's
Yeah.
apple, cherry, they have
Coconut
the
pie?
chocolate
Yeah,
custard
there's
one,
one.
and a lemon one, but I
Oh,
bet you they probably used
pumpkin
it.
pie
Yeah.
at Thanksgiving time. They're good. Tasty
The
cake.
pumpkin pie one's
Yeah,
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that doesn't have all the icing and stuff.
No,
I want
no,
the
no.
I want the
Does that
seal
come out
one.
like
that
in
looks-
Easter time?
I don't know, but I've seen it. I've had it.
All right, well, I'm not challenging you. It's not like the otter. It's not like
Should we tell him? I mean, if you saw the other episode, we were talking about the otter. He went to Ponder Lodge, and he saw an otter, and we were like,
What was that?
You didn't see the otter.
I saw an
You
otter
saw an otter?
in the middle of the Ponder Lodge. It poked its little head up and it went, and it went under. I was like, dude, that was an otter. And then so then I called my brother up, and I'm like, yo, I saw an otter. He's like, dude, you're on drugs, dude. There's no otters back there. So then,
Not you again.
yeah.
then my daughter's like, Dad, drop the whole otter thing. It's weird. I was like, it's my Bigfoot.
So I went to. There's this guy, the guy that comes in here. His name's Nick. He lives across the street, but he works at Walmart. So I went to Walmart on Sunday morning, and I saw him, and it hit me right away. I was like, this guy fishes there all the time.
I wanted to know how this conversation started.
No, it was out of nowhere. I was like, can I pay for my stuff here? I got orange juice and shit. I was like, can I pay for here in the electronics? He's like, yeah. And I was like, you go fishing at the Ponder Lodge all the time, right? He's like, yeah, all the time. I was like, have you seen an otter? he's like, actually, I've seen a few. I was like, what?
The whole case for wide open.
So I grabbed my phone and I interviewed him. So we're gonna put the video up.
Yeah.
All right.
My friend Nick, he goes fishing at Ponder Lodge all the time. How many otters have you seen?
Oh, a couple, at least 3.
What? At least 3 otters? They just swim around like that's their
swim everywhere.
that's their house.
Around.
That's their house.
Yep, they live there.
See, there is otters back there, Dom. So my friend Dom goes over there and he saw one,
Okay.
but he doesn't believe it.
Ah, okay.
So that's why I'm
Yeah.
doing this. So there is
saw
otters.
least 3.
At least 3. It's a family. It's a family living back there, man. Thank you, Nick. Thank you.
I interviewed Nick and I asked him, and he says, yeah. And he says he goes fishing up in Courthouse to another little lake. More otters.
Dude, I gotta get this guy, Nick. Me and you, we're going. I'm going fishing with you. I gotta see one in person.
Yeah.
My friend goes ding. I'm like, what's this? And I hit it, and it's the interview that we just saw with the guy, and I'm just like, oh my god! And my daughter's like, what? I'm like, the otter. She's like, Dad, drop it. You're weird.
I'm literally at Walmart like, yo, this boy Nick.
So-
Nick, tell these people.
No, so
otter?
I'm gonna follow up with this. So I go walking at Coxhall Creek all the time down at Ponder Lodge. The place on Sunday in the morning was mobbed with people
Fishing.
and I pulled up and I'm like, man, they're all here to find the otter. In my mind, I'm like, the 13 people that subscribed are all here right now looking for this otter.
So, if you do have a picture of the otter,
I would love to see it.
Send it to us on our Instagram and we'll put it up. We'll
But-
give you a shout out.
But and filled with this new knowledge that this guy has seen it. I seen some fishermen. I'm like, hey, you seen the otter? And the guy goes, yeah, he was over there yesterday on the dock, bathing in the sun, eating a fish. I was like, all these people have this otter life. I'm missing out.
You never seen the otter?
No, and as one of the 13 subscribers, I was not there on Sunday.
Yeah,
I was at Garrett's Preserve, rucking, which we went into.
Oh yeah, well, you know.
Wow.
Maybe I'll go ruck at Ponder Lodge and hang out with the otter. I haven't decided yet.
That's right. And now he's gonna text me. Oh, I was rucking with the otter. He's gonna have the otter with weights on it.
Yeah.
I'm like, no.
We're strengthening our cores.
The otter's gonna be on his shoulder and shit.
Meet my new friend. And he's feeding it Bernie's pizza.
Yeah. They're like, sorry, Dom, no honor for you. Speaking of animals making a comeback,
Yeah.
I know you guys both came in. Have you lived here your whole life?
Not in my whole
Here we go.
Oh, yeah,
Here we
yeah,
go.
no.
You're not alone.
Keep going.
Do you guys remember there being chipmunks when we were little?
No, I don't.
I
I
remember.
can't tell the difference.
Yeah, between a squirrel and a chipmunk.
Dude, I know you graduated high school. We walked down the thing together.
Okay.
A chipmunk is brown, a squirrel is gray. But yeah, when I was little, I
One's
remember.
Mexican and the other
Yeah.
one's
I can't even tell if I saw an otter or not.
Yeah, when because I think about this a lot. When I was little, like by 5 or 6, I remember there being squirrels. Because like my grandma used to live behind like where the wagon tail is.
Okay.
And we had like free reign. Like all the kids in the neighborhood all had free reign, so we'd ride bikes all over there. And dude, there were chipmunks everywhere. And now you never see a chipmunk anymore.
Are they coming back though?
They went
No,
extinct?
I wish they would. Like
I mean, the hawks around here are pretty nasty.
Oh, dude, I know.
I saw a hawk with a cat the other day. It was like a kitten. I'm driving. I'm like, oh my god! I was
Dude,
like, of course I couldn't videotape
Yeah,
it. So
that's
but-
something I could have like gone to bed not knowing about because that's terrible.
3 cats.
Yeah, 2 cats. Remember? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, where have you been? You're supposed to be my best
What,
friend.
Willow?
Yeah. And you don't remember? Your daughter really loved my cat that passed away too. Worst dad. Worst.
wasn't by a hawk though, right?
No, it's
Alright.
old age.
I feel better now.
But yeah. But also back to our squirrel and chipmunk knowledge. In Maryland, they have black squirrels.
So I've seen them. I think in Niagara Falls they have them too. They're big and fat, and they
Yeah.
come up right up to you and eat. So are they friendlier in Maryland or?
So anyway, back to the
So
the
anyway.
squirrels.
So there's more. Are they more ferocious?
I don't know, but this is something else I did this weekend before we move on to this guy and whatever he wants to talk about. But I've decided in my old age now I am going to tame this village squirrels. I live by Tony's Produce.
Oh, boy.
I sat out back. I have a big bag of peanuts and I just wait. And I have video on my phone that I'm not going to share yet because it sounds of me being goofy, like, hey, come get the peanut and stuff like that. But before this summer is over, I am going to have a squirrel take a peanut from my hand, and it's going to go on the podcast. We're going to bring you back, and we're going to have a trophy with a squirrel on it, and I'm going to have a T-shirt made, and then that's it. I can die after that.
Wait. Can I go back to something? Who has the boneheaded idea?
It's not a boneheaded idea.
No, I love it. I'm being funny.
I mean, what about the guy on TikTok who has the hummingbird named Hector? Have you seen that?
No, I haven't.
Dude, he opens the window and he's got like a little cup like
have
this
seen
with
it, I've
hummingbird,
seen
and
it,
he's
yeah.
like, "Yo, Hector," and the hummingbird flies right up and lands on his hand and drinks from the cup.
Well, Mexicans are usually good listeners.
You're not though, but
Hector. That one can't be cut.
There's trouble in paradise in there.
You need to pull it together, sir. But yeah, I don't know. I just think it'd be funny to be able to tame a squirrel.
I think that'd be pretty cool. Now, would you do it with, but no flute involved?
No.
Okay. I feel like
I'm only
that's-
tempting them with food and my good looks. So it's sketchy if it's going to work or not.
Wait,
But-
there's gonna be like 1,000 squirrels.
He wakes up the next morning and be like, I brought the whole fam.
Yeah, there's like 5 or 6 that hang around my house, so I think my odds are pretty good.
Yeah, that's
I think it's gonna happen.
So-
I've seen the lady that feeds the raccoons. Have you seen that one? She
Yeah,
feeds
the one where they
raccoons
come to the back
door,
window?
and like 20 of them come up.
Oh yeah, I saw one with a guy giving them hot dogs.
Yeah, there's another one too where they just open the window and the raccoons all just kind of peek their head up and they take like Cheerios and stuff like that. Why can't that be me?
It can,
Exactly.
No, it can. I have.
It will
faith.
be you.
It will be you. And
Also-
Him with the otter and you with the squirrel.
So, also,
I just want to see the eye. I don't need the dance for it.
Chris, we need a fucking animal.
I'm gonna start running a condo lot so I can see the squirrel.
So if we
Or
were like
Scooby-Doo
action, if we were like action figures, I would come with the otter. He would come with the squirrel. What are you
Yeah.
coming with?
I don't know.
He would come with Tucker.
Yeah,
the
with
dog.
dog, yeah. Yeah.
I'm coming with a pangolin.
A what?
A pangolin?
Yeah. You ever seen that one?
Is that a pangolin?
No.
No.
It is the most.
Are you saying he has a speech impediment? Is that what you're talking
I
about?
thought you said a pangolin.
Wow, he's not coming. There's no taquitos for him.
No churros for him. No, you never seen a pangolin? We're gonna put a picture up.
It looks like a Pokemon.
It's real. It's the most trafficked animal in the world because of the shells that he has on its body. It's used for medicine.
Really? I didn't know that.
Wow.
and like it turns into it's kind of like it kind of looks like an armadillo, but with like a long tail, and the whole tail is like
Yeah, this guy.
Yeah, it looks like a Pokemon.
It does.
Yeah.
Gotta catch 'em all. Except that one,
But you got to like take the name and put something different in
Yeah.
there.
yeah, like what?
Penguin.
Penga Goblin.
Yeah.
Penga G.
Pangolin.
So, I have something that I've been dying to know since you guys started this podcast, so I'm going to bring it back around.
No.
When we were in high school, because you guys always talk about wrestling in all your episodes,
Okay.
I remember you hanging out with kids
Oh,
that
boy.
had a wrestling ring in their backyard.
Oh boy.
And you even talked about trying out for wrestling. Did any of your clique make it?
No.
Oh.
But no. But there are definitely a lot of stories with that backyard wrestling stuff, and it was fun. We had a blast. Definitely, when you do stuff like this, any kind of form of entertainment, whether it's
Yeah.
band, doing this podcast, you can invite people in. You grow like a culture and a friendship and a bond. So there was definitely a lot of bonds made. One of the guys did become a pro wrestler.
Is it Dan?
No, it's not Dan. His name.
Oh, I thought he would have had it.
No, it was not Dan. Dan could have been a manager, like one of those like brotherly love guys.
Yeah, yeah.
Because he had the personality to do it.
Oh, yeah.
It was not Dan. It was this guy Carl Newton, and Carl made it to the independent, and then I think he got hurt. But now he does great for himself. I don't really talk to him at all, but
Carl, I don't know if I remember him. Or
he was
not.
like a year older than us.
Oh, yeah.
So, but he did it. A couple of the other guys that you probably wouldn't even know, they didn't go to school with us and stuff. They all went. There's one guy I went to school that was doing it with us. He's a trainer in an independent wrestling promotion in Ohio.
Dude, that's
yeah,
amazing.
he works for that. Yeah,
So
so
he
he
did
does
follow
like
it.
training and
Yeah.
stuff.
Wow.
This dude Shane, yeah. So a couple of the guys branched off, but
Good for them, man.
Yeah.
He's gonna be at WrestleMania though.
no, I'm going to Meanie Mania. That's different.
You said you were fighting The Rock last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, The Rock I picked off the ground.
With the
yeah,
honor through
you
it.
can't have my Rock. But no, it was fun. It was goofy.
Yeah.
It was, probably the worst thing that ever happened to me backyard wrestling was one of my buddies. I threw him off a car. And then I went to go jump and give him like a diving
His
headbutt,
face.
and I smashed my knee on the ground and blew my bursa sac out. And so like every 4 or 5 years, I got to get my knee drained and cortisone shots.
Yeah, like you weren't around, but they were legit, man. Like they'd come in hurting stuff all the time.
Yeah, it would beat the shit
And
out of each
and
other.
then
steel
unfortunately,
chairs,
tables and
ladder
ladders
matches.
and-
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
and
See,
unfortunately,
if I would have known you back then, I would have been there.
Probably.
see, and then unfortunately, because high school, I imagine was a lot rougher. I don't know how your kids feel about it. When we were there, like they were like they had their own little thing going on, and everybody was like, "Oh God, it's those kids that want to be wrestlers." Even though now it seems like it's something that would be cool.
that was like, I'm just finding that out right now.
yeah,
I just think that's funny.
Like a bunch of kids.
Yeah.
For the
yeah. Instead of
longest-
sharp, yeah.
There's kids.
Everybody's hanging out.
Listen, I will be the. This is why my wife is like, man, we should really still live here. Because when people are like, I know your husband, she's like, what year?
Yeah.
So yeah, no, we were off. We were
wrestling
off.
years?
We were off.
Yeah.
I was an artist.
Yeah.
You know, we all
You have
know.
videos?
I was an artist.
You have videos of that?
Absolutely not. Nope, they don't exist anymore.
Oh, that's
Really?
a
That
shame.
would have been cool to see, man.
Burned them all.
Burn
Yeah.
them all.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Out of all of them, I thought for sure Dan would have been the one to do it, man.
Well, I would have thought he could have became like a writer for it or something. He was
Yeah.
so into it, but no, he lives up in Philly somewhere. I haven't seen him in a long time.
This is-
This is hilarious now.
the weird thing about him too, like you know when people do CrossFit and they do the pull-ups, it's called like kipping when they flail.
yeah.
He was doing that back then.
Before-
Yeah, he
and
can
I
kip
didn't,
up, yeah.
I didn't even know that was a thing. And because we used to have the pull-up challenge and everything, and he's like, I don't want to do it because it looks like I'm humping the wall. Because he would kip to do more pull-ups, and he could probably do more than everybody, but he wouldn't do it.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
I do have a good story about high school though, with that involves Jay Dills and Ian. And Jay Dills had a Mustang, and he got it. Jay was not a flashy dude. Like he was like, you know, he's a cool guy. So, and he shows up with this fire red, beautiful Mustang. And we're like, Jay, what is this about? His
Yeah.
dad's like, he's like, my dad got it for me. And then he's like, and his brother was like older. He's like,
Okay.
it's gonna help him with the chicks. And we're like, you know, we'll
Not sure about
we'll see
that.
about that. Yeah. So So we start driving it, and this dude Luke that we went to high school with every day would wait for Jay, and he'd throw rocks at his car. So Ian's like, I'm gonna get this guy.
Yeah.
So we're in line at Lower, and we're going to
Get 'em.
leave,
Uh-huh.
and all the cars are parked, and Ian comes running out with a paint can, jumps on top of his roof, and he goes, "Go after yourself, Luke," and just proceeds to just dump paint all over Luke's car. Oh,
Luke R or Luke S?
Luke H. Luke, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I think Luke ended up beating the crap out of him, but
That was a good
that was
comeback.
Yeah.
that was something.
man.
It was Ian's house that had the wrestling ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he lives.
we found it in the woods.
The
We
wrestling.
found we were like, we would
Oh,
go
yeah.
out on like quads or whatever and go hang out in the woods, and someone's like, "Yo, there's a wrestling ring back there," and we were like, "Oh yeah." And so we knocked on the guy's house and we're like, "Can we have this?" And he's like, "Yeah, I've been meaning to get rid of it." So we brought it back to his house.
Yeah.
We set it all up. We had turnbuckles.
Yeah, it
the whole
was a
thing.
real deal.
Legit.
So I'm like, I'm gonna do a moonsault. I get up and I'm like, I can't do a moonsault, but I'm already in the mood. And I fall to the ground. And I probably lacerated my kidney. My side was black and blue for like 3 months. And I'm like, do I tell my mom? I'm like, it hurts.
Like, Mom, it only hurts when I pee. It's cool.
I'm peeing blood, mom.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we I tell you what though, that's why like those like real professional wrestlers, like they damage them, even though it's fake.
Yeah.
And like it's and then don't beat me up, wrestlers, for saying that, but like the outcomes are all predicted.
They say that they're the.
You're still hitting each
yeah.
other.
Yeah,
as
you're
hard
still
as you
taking the
can.
bumps and everything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're still going through
Yeah.
a table. I don't care if it breaks or not, easy, but
They say that
So-
they're the athletes that hurt the most.
they have to be. I mean,
Yeah.
they
It's every day. It's every night. It's on
You
the
know,
road. It's
What,
all-
360 days of the year, right? They travel. That's what.
Yeah,
yeah, I mean they're on tour all the time. Yeah,
they're
they're
on the go.
Yeah, I mean, I will tell you though, if you ever want to watch something that in wrestling that's as real as it can, I may have talked about this already. I did already when I met Ron Simmons.
Oh yeah.
But I always like to say this: if you ever want to watch a wrestling match that gets as real as it possibly can get, besides the New Jack documentary on Vice, which
Oh,
is
yeah.
fantastic, there's a match from Sunday Night Heat in like '99, and it's the Acolytes versus the Public Enemy. And the Acolytes hated them personally, and they just beat the crap out of them
Oh,
on
yeah,
TV.
yeah.
And you start watching, you're like, oh, they're really laying into their punches.
Wow.
That's it. So it's quick. You just go on
Yeah.
YouTube, Google it, or whatever, it'll come up, and it's like 5 minutes, and you're like, man, they really kicked their ass. But yeah, so enough about backyard wrestling.
I'm sorry, man. Ever since he told me you guys start podcasts, I was like, dude, when I'm
Get me
coming on,
on
we're
the-
asking about this.
Where do you think I get my personality?
All those bumps.
Yeah, all the
All those
turtles.
moonsaults.
I don't know what you would call that. What I did was not a
It's
moonsault.
like a side.
That was just like, how that's
It's
painful.
called a moon flop. Thankfully, there was nobody else around. They would have got hurt.
Yeah.
I don't know who I was doing it to. But
Alright, but before we finish this off, and we have a little thing that we want to do with them.
yeah, so we'll get to. So now you know my dark secret. Well, so we want to do a friend off.
Friend off.
A friend off.
Who knows what friend knows?
So we prepared 5 questions.
All right.
Did I do 5? I think I did like 4.
We'll do 4.
Make sure you
How
keep
many questions?
your
You got to go
phone
odd.
on.
You got to go odd because they can't. You know,
Yeah.
just in case it's a tie.
Yeah.
And do you guys have a sudden death question?
I'll just make one up.
Yeah.
I guess
Okay, that's fine.
he can ask it.
Yeah. Yeah, but he doesn't know anything. Well, actually,
Saying we're gonna have a friend off. I got 5 questions to ask Dave, and Dom has 5 questions to ask Chris. So Dom, you go first. To Chris.
I was hoping you'd go first so I could see what kind of questions you were asking.
No, we'll go first. I'm feeling confident. Okay. Hit me.
Hey, ready?
Yes.
When we used to do triathlons, what superhero Under Armour did I always wear?
Really? That's it? Hulk.
Ah, damn it! I didn't think you remember.
What? Bro, like really? That's
It's a
you
long
wear
time,
Hulk
though.
stuff all the time.
Yeah.
That was an easy
Go
one.
down.
When we lived together as roommates, I once stepped on this in the bathroom. It was totally grossed out. Do you remember what it was?
God, I really hope this answer's good.
I don't remember what it was.
Was it? The answer is poop. It's always poop.
What?
I was thinking something else. I was thinking.
You know,
He can't say the answer.
Oh, come on. We're gonna write it. We're gonna write it in there.
Do you want
The
me to
only-
leave?
No.
No, I'm just messing with your dad.
the only thing I remember about your bathroom, because you had your own room, your own bathroom, is I had to use it once, and I went into the bathroom and I closed the door. And you ever eat that pizza sauce with the little Italian guy on it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's really good
Yeah,
pizza
yeah.
sauce. He had the cardboard cutout in his bathroom with his speech bubble over its head. Like, oh, you go to the bathroom, you know? That's all I remember about the bathroom.
That's a win.
That's a point.
And when you eat that spaghetti, when you eat the pizza sauce, and that guy was in Tom's bathroom.
So what do
and
we
my
learn?
wife looks at me, she goes, shut up.
So what did he step on?
I don't remember what he said.
Yeah, but I want to know.
We want to know.
It was somebody's used prophylactic.
That's what I had in my head. That's what I had in my head.
Oh, yeah.
Damn, I could. If I
Does that
would.
count as a point?
The Italian guy counts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I would have guessed, I
Was
would
it
have.
Don Pepino?
No, it's a pizza box guy. Obviously, we figured out I was a weirdo. I'm not quite as weird as I used to be. I'm an artist. I'm an artist, Jerry.
He doesn't do backyard wrestling anymore.
No, I no longer do.
All right, hit me up. What do we got?
How many years did I work at Big Wave? He's like,
7.
it was close to 8, but
Oh, well, does that count?
yeah.
Yeah.
Give it a point, half a point.
Half a point?
Somebody we worked with back on Night Crew, there was a nickname for their child. They had a child, and it was a nickname. What was the nickname?
Man baby.
Man baby.
Yeah.
Did he come out with a full head of hair? Is that what happened?
We don't know. I don't
No.
if it's a girl or we don't know, it's a man baby.
Oh.
No, but anyway, yeah, the kid,
Do
is
we have a
fine.
picture?
Yeah,
Do
it's
we
fine.
put a picture?
No, it's
No. Lost contact.
It's a man now.
Dave,
No.
what is the name of my hometown in Mexico?
It's Concepcion de something rather.
I'll give you that one because I was.
Concepcion de. It's something with the aqueduct system that they have floating through, but I can't think of what it's called.
I didn't even know it. But
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
there's aqueducts down inside of the town because it used to be, but it's Concepcion de.
Progreso.
Yeah.
I'm starting to feel like they may have rehearsed these questions.
Actually, me personally, I didn't even know Dave was gonna know that. I was like, he's gonna say Mexico.
And it's in Oaxaca.
There you go.
And oddly enough, a large portion of the Mexican population that lives in his area all come to Cape May County.
Yeah.
So if you
Well,
ask
yeah,
another
yeah.
Mexican,
Yeah.
hey, are you from Oaxaca? They're like, oh yeah. And like everybody's like, oh, you know so and so? Oh yeah, I know so and so. We grew up in the same town together.
Yep.
So it's like everybody, like all the Canadians come to
My
Wildwood.
neighbor in Mexico cleaned his house.
Wow, really?
They're awesome, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome job. Like, yeah, it
Shout
was
out to
like-
Fabi's Cleaning Services. If you guys
There you
need
go.
somebody.
yeah, definitely. They're coming this Wednesday. I always like it when they come. It's funny though because we got to do a
Yeah, that's what
pre-clean.
she said.
Yes, she did.
You do a pre-clean for the cleaners?
What, she talked about my house?
No. You said I get excited when she's coming.
It's a code. You can't talk. It's a Hippocratic code.
What, you have to clean? No, you have to. I understand the pre. No, we're not talking about the pre-cleaning or anything. You said I'm excited when she comes.
I was like,
So then he said that's what she said, and then
Yes, she did.
Back when we worked at Big Wave, they would set me up because all my years of cooking, I worked with some warped individuals that would always say, "That's what she said." So then, of course, I had to say it too, and then we all moved into saying, "Yes, she did," and then. Like at Big Wave, they would all be like, they would sit there, and I would go in the back to like get like something, and they whisper to themselves, and they come up and they say something, and then when I didn't, they'd look at me, wait for the "that's what she said" or the "yeah she did," and then they'd be disappointed if they didn't get me.
Was that a question? Was that what
No, that was a sidebar. So
I will stick with the
Yeah.
wrestling thing. Who's my favorite wrestler?
if you say Goldberg, I'm leaving.
If you say Goldberg,
Goldberg is a hack.
You stumped me on this one.
which one? The skinny one or the buff?
Nah, Gilbert.
Gilbert. That's Gilbert.
No, it's Gilbert.
Gilbert. That's right.
Now,
You ever think
can
of
we
Gilbert?
can we kind of narrow it down? Is it like
Attitude Era? Is it pre-Attitude Era? Or is it current?
I mean, I feel like it's pretty obvious. It's most people's favorite wrestler. See, he's going deep because he knows I'm a weirdo.
Yeah.
So he's trying to think
Yeah,
deep.
like-
I was
I was thinking Gangrel.
no, that's Billy's. That's Billy's favorite wrestler.
Remember Gangrel?
yeah.
But
all right, well, I know.
but it was for a long time Taz. Kanta
Dude.
Hajime.
Taz?
ECW Taz was
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
They did him dirty in the WWE.
All right, here I'll flip back. I'll
Okay.
flip back. The weirdest thing I might have ever said to you.
We can go on.
When? Where
Have
we,
fun. No, I'll lose a point in that one. I don't
I'm asking you
think
personal, like, about me questions. You know? Oh, you're,
Yeah.
What's my second and last name?
Martinez.
Ah, fuck.
What's my middle name?
No.
There you go. I did it.
Yeah, see?
I said it. All.
Who's my favorite rapper?
Huh? It's on your shirt, dude.
Nope.
Oh no, Big Pun.
Nope.
Not Big Pun, but Fat Joe.
Nope. Jay-Z. I feel discriminated against.
You said that last week. You said that. That's how we learned English. Oh,
Well, he didn't learn. He didn't learn from.
Snoop.
Yeah, I was about to say. I
Well,
knew.
he got
But I
Jay-Z.
did
Yeah.
say Jay-Z in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hard Knock Life.
Yeah.
All right, back in the apartment, there was a song we would sing all the time after everybody got where they needed to be.
Oh, how we got high.
Afro Man.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Well, there's another one.
Disturbed. Is that look
Down
down
with
to the floor?
sickness.
No, down with yeah, no, that was it too.
Stupefied.
Well, I would also accept it, and I will walk 500 miles.
Yes!
We used to belt that at
Yes,
the top
you
of our
did.
lungs for some
You did.
reason.
Yeah.
People would come in and be like,
Yeah.
but no.
Da-da-da.
But yeah, the JM Silent Bob Strike Back CD was on full rotation.
Yes.
God, yeah. So that was it. Who won?
Wait, that wasn't 5.
Yeah, we did like 6. It was more.
Yeah, we kind of got off on a
We
tangent.
did, yeah.
Who won?
By half a point, you guys.
Ah,
We're
it's all right, we got
boys.
off our
Yeah,
game.
we
We're
did.
more
Yeah.
best friends than anything.
Yeah.
But before we leave, grab your water because you don't have a
Okay.
drink.
Yeah.
We're
We're
gonna
gonna give a toast to Jason Kelsey for
goat.
retiring today. If you ever come here, remember I told you we're retiring your jersey here. All right, cheers.
Cheers.
Toast.
Cheers.
I loved you in The Hangover.
I got it.
All right, so before we totally get out of here, we want to just say thanks for coming.
Thank
Really
you.
appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Guests make the show.
Pleasure.
Yeah.
You know, so just make sure you share this with all your friends,
Yeah.
except for the people that will ridicule me. For,
Yeah.
Except for the people that didn't like me for backyard wrestling. Don't share it with them. Damn.
But WWE, if you want to contract, he's ready.
If
He's
this
ready.
video gets 10,000 likes, we're gonna make Dom wrestle in the backyard.
I can take a moon flop.
Is that what it's called now? Hey, listen, when I'm not here next week and you guys keep fidgeting, there you go.
Now listen, we may came up short on the friendship quiz, but he gets wins for paying attention.
Yeah, that's
Right.
right.
Thanks,
Watch
man.
it. Thank you, Dave.
Anytime.
Anytime.
Thank you for coming in. All right.
Anytime.
Oh yeah, and follow us on Instagram and YouTube and come here.
Yeah.
Tell them about your cooking stuff.
I cook on my dad's Facebook. Check it out.
Chef Ryan.
Chef Ryan.
There you go.
Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Tell your friends. Turn on post notifications and all that good YouTube stuff.
Thank you.
Chef Ryan, what are you cooking up next?
I don't know. Sure.
Maybe he can cook something for us and bring it here and we can try it.
Yeah, we're down for
What do you
that.
think about that? All
We
right.
got to go containers.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Thanks,
Have a
guys.
good one.
Oh man.
Come on, man. Come on. Get it out.
What? It's Jason Kelsey.
Oh, look at that. All the numbers
Jersey.
are backwards.
Yeah.
What is that about? Why are numbers backwards,
Because
man?
we're on selfie mode.
Oh, I gotta
Yeah.
turn it around then.
It's up to you. I think it's. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.